Hello all, welcome to my craft room today. I'm going to show you some of the newbies that have made it into my room, things that I'm going to have a bit of fun with playing over the next few months, and I think some of you might have a bit of fun with playing too. So I'm going to switch you around and I'm going to let you see some of these new goodies. Now, if you're not aware, Stampin' Up! Have released a whole heap of brand new things. They have released a little mini catalogue. That's for the summer, so that goes from January through to April, and they've released some new online products as well. So we've got quite a few fun things to look through. I'm not going to go through the catalogue. I'm just going to show you a few of the highlights of the things that came into my mailbox, and let's just see what you love and what you think you can't live without as well. So I'll just switch you around and let's take a look. So excuse my little mess as I get you in here. Hang on a second, sorry, I almost completely wiped you from the video. Right, so we'll just reposition and we will get cracking. So you might have seen this cover catalogue. You might have picked it up from me late last year as we had our end of year celebration. I did give these out to everyone that came along. If you haven't yet got your hands on one and you live local, please do just pop around. Let me know you're coming and I'll leave one out for you if I'm going to be out. If you live further away from me and would like one, I'm very happy to pop one in the post. So just get in touch with me directly and we will get that arranged. So this is the next little catalogue. So Stampin' Up! Always do 3 catalogues a year. They do a main catalogue, an annual catalogue in the middle of the year around May time. May through to April is sort of the starting period of that one. Then we get a seasonal catalogue around Christmas time, and we get the summer catalogue around now. So there's a lot of catalogues, but all the time we are refreshing our supplies online on the website as well. So there's all these online products that don't even make it into a catalogue but are pretty cool. So I'm just going to show you a little taster of both that have come through. You will see once you get this little book that there is a ton of things in here. We've got lots of new themes. We've got some really cool, quick and easy products. We've got some fabulous kits. The scrapbooking kits are amazing this time. And we've got some lovely little tools that have come in as well. So let's just grab my first thing that I got in. And now, who doesn't love greens, blues, teals, all those lovely earthy shades? Take a look at this gorgeous colour and all these papers that I'm spreading out in front of you. I'm showing you both sides of the paper so you're getting a little flavour of how it looks. So we've got the greens, we've even gone into browns, a bit of antique effect, some deep greens, we've got some real brushed swirls going on, and we even come into some of these other teals with little dashed lines through it and gorgeous, gorgeous sort of peacocky colours. So this range is called Nature's Walk. Now let me just check that that's what the DSP is called. Yes, it's called the Nature Walk Designer Series paper. This one is just going to tie in with so many things that we do, and particularly over summer as we head outside. Maybe we go for some of our nature walks, maybe we're sort of just in our garden a little bit more. The colours in this are stunning. So here's some of the cardstock matching colours. Obviously we have our 2 tones, so you have the dark and the light shades. You can see them all come through. They're just those awesome, awesome, neutrally earthy colours. So that was my very first pick from the catalogue. You can get it as a full paper pack. You can get a matching coordinating cardstock with it. You can even get extra embellishments like this stunning ribbon that goes with it. This one's got the Secret Sea colour that we all love, that deep rich colour. That's just a lovely sheer ribbon that can go on your creations as well. Now there is a more of a brassy antique look kind of embellishment, and I haven't actually got that because I've got a few other things similar, but again that sort of slightly more masculine vibe is coming in with this set. Okay, now what would you use to embellish your cards and pages if you were to go for this beautiful paper set? So there's not a lot in the paper itself you can cut out or use as an icon on the pieces. However, there are some stunning stamp sets. So if you're going to be doing memory keeping, I just don't think you can walk past this one. The titles are amazing. Nature is my happy place. Not lost, just exploring. Look at this one, stay wild and free. So it's going to look gorgeous in either a big circle or just on the side. It's just got a real interesting font to it. It's a great big world out there. Hello sunshine, best day ever. And then on this day, which would be great for the start of journaling. So we have got the perfect stamp set here for this range. Really, really lovely. Now, if you want more iconic things, obviously outdoors, we love the leaves. And so this gorgeous leaf in the stamp set is stunning. So you can do extra branches with it or just the one big one. Again, some really nice little sayings. And these, you make me smile, to a great guy, I like you lot. Some of these could be on cards. This is more of a card making set. The sentiments, but the actual images are a good size for scrapbooking. We've got a lovely little texture element piece too. You can repeat stamp. Now with it, we have got a die set, and the dies themselves have, oh, have I got all the pieces in here? Has it just come off, or have I used it somewhere? Let's just see. There's a lovely, here it is, lovely leaf. Look at this leaf with all the texture. So that's a standalone die. It doesn't need a stamp set with it. So are these pieces. These are all texturized type pieces. And then you've got a couple of pieces that that cut out these two stamps. So a really lovely bundle, those two together, for decorating pages, decorating cards, all that sort of fun things. Actually, I better pop that back in before I lose that piece. It seems to be flying around a bit. Now the next one, so that's two different stamp sets. One just a stamp, one a die and a stamp bundle. Another one you could use to decorate with this set is this really fun bundle. So this bundle is all about those kind of more grungy, masculine elements. So we have got grungy style circles, we've got gears, we've got chains, we've got this little sort of ladder effect. Really, really cool effects for decorating. So that's just a stamp set, the photopolymer there with all those little grungy elements. But in the die set as well, you'll just see how this comes to life. So these are going to look great if you want to do more masculine pages or more of that more earthy style, that sort of the grungy style. Look at all. But we were just talking about this gorgeous suite, this lovely set that's got this gorgeous nature vibe, and what you could use to be embellishing your project. So we've got all these different stamp sets with this one. We've got a lovely ribbon, and if you want to do something a little bit quicker, you can grab a sticker sheet. So this sticker sheet's got a lot more of those outdoorsy vibes, collect beautiful moments, take the road less travelled. What's that say? Leave it better than you found it, explore, outdoor fun. So just really nice and easy. Lovely strips, and even a white strip at the bottom, which you could use to stamp on as a sticker, or you can use to cut up for your journaling. A really good little handy bit at the base there too. So that is such a cool suite. Now, if you really, really just wanted fast crafting with the same colour palette as this, instead of going for all those additional separate components, you can look at our scrapbooking workshop kits. And the workshop kits are delightful. They've got so much in them. Let's have a quick look at this. I won't go through all the workshop kits at all, but I'm just giving you the idea of what they're like and how they compare. So in this Exploring Nature workshop kit, you have 3 different layouts you can choose to do. You've got the cutting guides for those if you want to follow along with the actual guide itself, and all the measurements, very simple instructions, no stamping required. In your paper pack, you get some of the papers that are in this suite. So you get this lovely tealy one, which has got that light teal in the background. You get a couple of the browns, which have got that script in the background. And you've got this gorgeous, I love this ombre effect one, and that has got that grid, secret sea grid in the background. So that is 3 of the patterns. But if we go back to our patterned paper, just to see the difference, in the patterned paper you have these pieces. So that was one of the ones that we had. This one is not showing. That's the 2 sides of it, is not showing in the scrapbooking kit. So that is one that you will miss out on if you go for the scrapbooking kit. And this one here, which has got that side and that side, is not showing also. So that's a different design that you can get as the full DSP. We do have this one in the kit, and we don't have this one, which has got the 2 different tones of green going on. So and then we do get that one. So in the scrapbooking kit, we're getting sort of half of the patterns. In the full DSP, you get all of the patterns, and these are the extra ones that you can add in. So of course you can get your scrapbooking kit and the paper pack, and have a whole multitude of patterns that work with this range. Now, in addition to the scrapbooking kit though, you do get some exclusive papers. So we've got our decorative papers, and then we get some exclusive decorative ones that have a white background, and these are really our base pages for the layouts quite often or not. This one's got a lovely little frame on it and a bit of texture. This one's so cool in real life. It's just got that really grungy texture effect, but nice, soft and neutral in the background with a nice little stripe at the bottom and the top. And then we've got some cardstock, so you get colours that you need, and of course this is our two tones, so you're getting the lighter and the darker shades of those to play with. And as well, in this case, quite a few whites. White cardstock's always very handy, and that's probably going to be used as bases in photo mats. And then exclusive to your scrapbooking kits, you also get all of these die cuts. And on the back you'll see it tells you which project they've been designed for. So every die cut's got a project that it relates to. Just punch them out, beautiful decorations. And there's 2 sheets of those, so look at all of those. Leaves and nice scenic elements as well as titles. And then you still get that sticker sheet that was in the other pieces, but some pieces you can buy separately. So you get that sticker sheet, and of course some photo mats which you can use to base your photos on for a nice little white border, or just in case you're not yet ready to pop your photos on. So the scrapbooking workshop kits is a way of getting a taster plus additional extras, and I love those extras, especially all those die cuts that are in there. Having also some starting points with the designs of the layouts is always such a handy thing to have. Gets you started, and there's nothing to stop you from grabbing one of those favourite stamp sets and adding some more elements in. You don't just need to stick to what's shown in the instructions. So that is such a lovely suite and workshop kit and everything. So that is my favourite, and I haven't yet played with it, so I could show you it raw. Now there's another one that's a bit of a hit to me, and it works for this time of year for us, and that is the beautiful, now let me just get the name right for the paper pack. The paper pack is called Beach Boardwalk. So as the name suggests, this is all about beachy times. And instead of being just your greens, which we've just had a lot of in that other paper, we've got these cool pinks and purples coming through, as well as the fun theme of outdoor amusement parks, which Disneyland if you've been to, or just some fun sort of circuses, or any sort of outdoor big fun market that comes to your town. Got ombre pages with a beautiful yellow coming in as well. We've got sunshines with even going right down to oranges in the base. Timid Tiger, I imagine that is. Then we've got some marbly effect papers, which these are just stunning for any kind of background. All that hard work's been done for you to merge in the background. And look at that marbly one. It just looks like water. It looks like you're in a beautiful swimming pool there. We've got some more marbly textured ones that have got a different sort of colour theme to them. With and this gorgeous piece here, which I know is not in the scrapbooking kit because this is more based for cards, so you can cut up for card bases. That's a fun one, bringing in that theme of being at the beach. And look at these, aren't they gorgeous? That there is just a real celebration page in its own right. It's kind of got all the garlands and sparkly bits that you can imagine at a party. You've got tickets. You can cut out the tickets by hand very easily off that one too, which is a nice little touch if you're doing that sort of Disneyland theme or some sort of amusement park. And there's this other side too with the same as before, but this time in the blues. So what a fun pack. I really love the brighter colours. Still not too bright for my liking. I don't like things that are too bright, but I love the water wash and all that beautiful backgroundy papers. Now if you want to see the cardstock, the coordinating cardstock, you can see there's some really good tones that come in. We've got our pinks, we've got our yellows, pinks, purples, we've got some sort of slightly more mid pinks, and then we go into the more emeraldy greens and white. So good set to be as a base for creating with this paper pack. Now, if you were going to use this paper pack, what kind of embellishments could we go for? Okay, so they do have, they've brought back puffy stickers, really fun puffy stickers with the balloons, the tickets, really fun, just even little embellishment spots. You've got arrows, those always work beautifully on pages to direct your eyes, or on a card to direct your eye to the sentiment. little carousels and little sparkly diamonds. So lots of fun elements on the puffy stickers. You get 2 sheets on each one. But you could also do some stamping, of course. This one here would be great for memory keeping stamping. So you've got things like your beach fun, fun in the sun, travel, I love sunshine, beach vibes, summer vibes, you know, all those sorts of great combos. Hello, again, could be for card making as well. And smiles for card making, so lots of good ones, and a cute little element there as well. Now another stamp that I love, and I think goes perfectly with this, is our shells. So the shells are quite realistic looking, and they have got the ability to do 2-sided stamping, so reverse stamping. So for these two that are a little bit directional, you just take the back side of this one to colour in this one, and vice versa. So you interchange. These ones are symmetrical, so you literally stamp the back side of it to do the colouring in, and you stamp the detailed side as an outline in a slightly darker shade to get that look. And here's a little sheet that I've done with different coloured shells to give you that idea. So I've stamped the background, the back of the stamp to get the colouring in, and then I flipped it over and I've stamped the front of the stamp to get the outline with the same shade. I've just done second generation in the background. So that just gives you a little look at what they look like. They're great sizes, really cool sizes for scrapbooking as well. Now if you don't want to go to the effort of stamping, there's always a sticker sheet, and these stickers are so vibrant and fun. You've got a few leaves, you've got a sunset look, you've got some nice little arrows in here. Look at that ombre effect on the stripy sticker. That would make such a neat little border along to finish off the edging of a page. You've got a ticket strip and all of these words, so many words to use up. So that's such a neat collection. Once again, instead of getting the elements individually, you can go for the quicker version, which is a scrapbooking workshop kit. The scrapbooking workshop kit has got 3 amazing layouts, and I've actually created a few of them. So this is one of them, created pretty much as is. I have just changed the title because I made it about let's go to the pool instead of the beach, so that I can put some photos of us at home in our pool, which would be a lot of fun, especially at the moment when it's so warm, right? Even I've been in the pool, which is pretty amazing. The kids always wonder whenever I'm going to hop in. And then this one I've created as well, which I just absolutely loved. So this is actually an exclusive paper you get in the kit, the scrapbooking kit, with this real beautiful scene in the background, the large palm trees. And look at this, I've actually adapted this layout a little bit, and I've added in that stamp set that you just saw with the shells. So I've added in some stamped shells in amongst the stickers of shells. And I've also added in some dies of coral in the background, and I've torn some extra cardstock just to create that idea of a beach in the bottom. Now this beautiful kit, there's a 3rd page to it as well. This beautiful kit I will be highlighting at my summer fun event on the 31st of January. If you can come along, this is the optional afternoon kit that you can do with me, and I will show you how to do all the little extras that I've done on this page if you want to adapt your pages as well, or you can just keep it simple and follow the instructions perfectly, and you're going to get some pretty fabulous pages as well. So look out for that one. So there is a whole heap of other sweets and scrapbooking kits just like that. That's just 2 that I've highlighted. Now, if you want a little bit of faster scrapbooking, faster card making, we do have our quick range, which is at the front of our book. And we have things like these rather lovely pocket cards. So the pocket cards give you 2 sides to them. They're size 6 by 4, 6 inches by 4 inches, which is the same as a photo. So you can use them sort of like as a photo mat, just trim your photo down, or you can use them side by side a photo and make really quick and easy layouts with them. They often have titles or journaling spots on them, which is really cool. That would make a nice sort of border for a series of photos. And then you've also got, look at these gorgeous butterflies. And what's on the other side of that? That's a lovely grid. Then you've got the 3 by 4 size. So you can use these smaller pieces as decoration or as places to do your journaling. Really fun, quick, easy crafting with the artwork created for you. So I have actually created a little part with this just to show off how easy it is. This has got one of the 6 by 4 pieces in the background and one of the 3 by 4 pieces trimmed down. And then can you spot those cute little critters in there? That's one of our embellishments that's come through in the book as well. It's called the Ladybug Garden Epoxy Shapes, and aren't they gorgeous? Like the little white ones are kind of like little dewdrops on the flowers, and then you've got your little ladybugs. So that's just a bit of fun, quick crafting that you can go for, and I really like those cards. So nice colours in them. Other quick options is this set that's got 2 of each. So there's 2 of each of these sheets that I'm putting across, and they are just good sized titles, perfect for your scrapbooking. So we've got things like celebrate, family fun, capturing good times, sweet dreams, everyday life. So if you don't have an electronic cutting machine or you don't own a lot of dies to do your own titles, look at all these great options you've got. So you've got the gold, which kind of ties in with a lot of different colours. Then you've got your nice bright colourful ones that you can pull in. And there's 2 of each sheet. So that there, again, quick crafting, don't have to do any stamping, don't have to do any die cutting, and you've got some cool titles. Another option in the quick world is, oh, I haven't actually got any samples of the actual original paper. Let me just open up the book for this one. So in the book near the front is all the quick pieces, and one of the quick options was a little 6x6 paper pack. It's this one here. So it's got 6x6 paper that can be cut up into little squares or into 6x4s and little labels, or you've got a couple of pieces that are full 6x6 just patterned pieces. Now you can use that for your card making. I've also used it for scrapbooking in this case. So I've made a gorgeous little layout here, cutting up the pieces and creating a bit of fun. Now this will be a little file you can you can purchase in February, or you can get it for free if you purchase in my website in February, and there'll be more details out in my emails and my newsletters all about that particular one. But it is a fun one, and again, quick and easy, all pre-printed for you, no stamping required. Now, one that I don't think any of us can miss from getting is this lovely set. This is called the Mixed Up Patterns. So this one, you get 2 of each sheet. I've only got one here to show you, but you get really neutral patterns. So that's just got a lovely little floral. There's a stripe on this side. You get a variety of colours as well, which I love. This one's got quite distressed look in here. It's probably quite hard to pick up on the camera. The other side's a really lovely mid-blue, a capri sort of colour, with a nice little floral pattern on it. A subtle diamond pattern is on this one. And then on the other side, a bit of a stripe, a scalloped stripe with the lovely greens. Then we've got a pink polka dot, but very sort of distressed effect. And look at that one with the greens, again, a bit like a brush you've brushed over with a brayer or something. It's a neat idea. Zigzags in the darker pink. A good old wood grain that goes with so many things. And then look at that lovely splash of colour there with some swirls in the pattern and a deeper shade there. This has no theme to it, but it's designed to tie in with all of our different paper packs. So it's got a couple of colours that sort of match into each of the different paper suites that have been just released with this catalogue. But as you can see, such a usable range of papers. So if you're coming along to Summer Fun, not only can you choose opt-in to do that scrapbooking workshop, but you're also going to get a sample of this. You're going to get a sample of those rather gorgeous little ladybugs. And you're going to get a sample of these cards. So you're going to get some ideas of what to do with your little sample pack, but you can see they're all very user-friendly and quite theme neutral. So you can bring along any photos or any card ideas that you need to do, and we can create with this fun paper and embellishments series. Right, so that's from the main book. That's just a little glimpse at all the goodies you can get in here. In fact, that little Snippets of Joy title is perfect for what this catalogue is all about. There is a lot going on in that one. Now, at the same time, we have had a little release online as well. We have online exclusive products that come out every second month. So some came out in November, and now we've had some more come out in January. In here, we don't have a catalogue. This is just my little reference guide that I've listed out all the different products. But in here, there's one thing I want to show you, a little series of bits and pieces that I think are rather stunning. So there is a set of papers. I haven't got the papers, I've been using up the papers, but they use all these beautiful colours. You see the colours are quite divine. We've got our Secret Seas, we've got our cloud cover, we've even got a cloud cover ribbon that goes with this range. We've got these dots that have got the fern sort of green as well as Secret Sea, the cloud cover, and then a lovely white spotties up the top. So very neutral, beautiful shades. And the range is called Currently Loving, or at least I'm not exactly sure what the paper pack's called. Is that the paper pack's background? It could be. Yes, Currently Loving. And you can also, with the Currently Loving range, get a sticker sheet. So you can see the sticker sheet starts to give you a flavour for the theme of it. So there is, it's almost like a wish list here if you want to use the numbers for that, or you could number off your different photos and have a journaling spot that referred to those numbers. But it's got things like beautiful, wish list, cherish every day, family time, milestones, memorable milestones, picture perfect, on this day, some lovely flowers and leaves that you can sort of make a beautiful little bouquet arrangement. Beautiful border strips in this one as well. Such a lovely little set. And of course, alongside the papers, which I'm not going to show you what I've created yet because that's a surprise coming in February. But, oh, I can show you something though. I have created some cards with it. So I'll show you these couple of cards. These are kind of lovely. So it's showing you a glimpse of that paper in the background. So there's a little floral there with the green leaves, and there's a deeper secret sea leaves on this one. But I've pulled in a couple of embellishments that I think goes beautifully with this range. So one of the embellishments is this. Now this is a die set, and I've already used the ones that you can see through, so that you're just seeing the backing card there. But these are little punch out pieces, beautiful fine laser cut. They're actually called Covered in Flowers accents. They don't specifically go with this range, but you can just see how beautifully they mix in. So you've got these gorgeous little punch outs that you can use for quick crafting. If you don't want to do the quick version and you want to spend a little bit more time, we have got this bundle that also matches in. Lovely bundle. It's got this lovely stamp of florals, which you can just fill in the colour with a second stamp. So you don't have to painstakingly colour it with pens. You can just literally ink up a colour and stamp over the top into the outline. You've got some nice little sayings and some smaller elements too. And then in the die cut, you have this really cool die, which is 2 layers. There's a detailed one underneath and then an outline one on top. You've got these little leaves as dies. You've also got a little frame that frames a piece for card making. Really, really stunning. So I've pulled in that one. I'm thinking that works beautifully with the set. And I've also pulled in the scrapbooking stamp that works with the set. And you can see this is just going to create so many great titles for your scrapbooking. You're currently reading, or currently learning, or currently loving life, or playing, learning, watching, reading. You can just have those as little, subtitles underneath some of your fun photos. Really cool set that. Okay, but again, if you don't want to get all the little bits and pieces, you can go straight to the scrapbooking workshop kit and get it all in one hit. So let's just move that out of the way and have a quick look at this workshop kit. Last one to look at. I'll probably be focusing on this one in February, guys. So if you're loving it and want to come along to my kit together, you could do this one and see what I've done with it, and we can work on it together. I'll give you some tips, some ideas for extending it. This one is just beautiful in its own right. Look at that. Really, really lovely 3 pages here. So you've got some background papers. These are the exclusive papers to the kit. So you can see how the layouts start with that in your background. And look at this. This is distressed, texturized. It looks a bit like cloud cover there. Such a beautiful sheet for backing. And now in the paper pack, which you can get, as I say, I've already used, it's got cut apart pieces. So you can cut these into those pocket cards like I showed you before, 6x4s and 3x4s, and it's even got little squares. Or you can choose to use the other side, which is a lovely stripe. So that's a very usable piece. We've got a couple of those in the pack. Then we've got this stunning pattern here. This has got that rich secret sea leaf. You saw that hinting through in my card. The background of that is a nice texturized green. And this is my favourite piece. It's got a crumb cake background with little white floral all the way through. So good and neutral. And then you've got your secret sea richness in the background as well. So in the paper pack, you get those, plus you get one other pattern. And that pattern is actually the one that's peeping through here. It's a lovely leafy pattern with little white flowers. You get 3 of each sheet in the paper pack. But in the scrapbooking workshop kit, you saw what we just got there. Then you get these little mixtures in the workshop kit. You get the mixtures of crumb cake and secret sea and your petal pink, and I guess that's cloud cover as well, or another similar blue, I can't quite recall. You get also these punch outs. Look at those lovely sized leaves and titles and little florals in there, and a nice big scalloped circle. So those are all die cuts, along with this die cut set with all these little circles which you can stamp on, and I guess we're going to use the framing of that. In fact, if you turn over on the back, you can see exactly what you're using. So we're using the framing on project 3, and we're using the circles on project 1s and project 3. So it tells us exactly what we're using those for. You get that sticker sheet that you saw for quick decorating, another sheet of white, and some photo mats. So these workshop kits are just stunning this time round. I think you don't even need to do any alterations. You don't need to really get all the extra stamp sets and everything, because there's just so many dies in them, and they're just beautiful papers. So that's just something to think in mind. If you want to come along in February, get started with a little bit of memory keeping, brand new to memory keeping, this is a really good way to go. And we've got this lovely kit here for you. Okay, so I have whipped through some of the newbies in my craft room. I wonder what you're going to have new in your craft room in the next month. Thanks for joining me as we looked at these little snippets of joy. I hope you find some fabulous ideas and inspiration from this new catalogue.